So in this video we are going to see about current density and continuity equation associated with electromagnetic field. First we will see what is generally current. So electric current is defined as the rate of flow of electric charge through any cross-sectional area of the conductor. This definition we already know what is current. Current is flow of charge with respect to time. So that we can give current is equal to charge by time. So current is denoted by the letter I, and so I is equal to the flow of electric charge per unit area with respect to time, and so it's varying with respect to time. So I is equal to dq by dt, differentiation with respect to time, because it is varying. It is a moving charge only creates current. So that is given over here, how an electric current is produced. Whenever the charges move from positive to negative, current will be there. So the SI and base unit of electric current is ampere. 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. So ampere can be defined as A is equal to coulomb per second. That is, when 1 coulomb charge flow through any cross-sectional area in 1 second, then electric current will be having 1 ampere unit of current. Right, this is the unit for current. Then current can also be defined as a current is any motion of charge from one region to another. Current is defined as I equal to dq by dt. An electric field in a conductor causes charges to flow. So by this way only the electric field is associated with conductor to produce current. So the conductor within the electric field without internal electric field will be holding charges, and so the path of electron without E field is having electrons moving, random electron movement. So the path of electron with the E field, the motion is mostly random. The electric field results in a net displacement along the wire, and so we are having here displacement of charges over here with respect to time, and this gives you a conduction current over here. An electron has a negative charge q, so the force on it due to the electric field is in the direction opposite to E. So this F is equal to q into E. Whenever a force is applied over a charge, it induces current, and this current will be related to electric field. So the charge which is present in the electric field region experiences a force that is given over here. So current can be produced by positive or negative charge flow. Conventional current is treated as flow of positive charges. The moving charges in metals or electrons. So we are having two types of charges, positive and negative charge. Conventional current is treated as flow of positive charge, and the moving charge in metals or electrons. So it's given over here. In conventional current, flow of positive charges regardless of whether the free charges in the conductor are positive, negative or both is noticed over here. So these charges are drifted from one position to another position with the applied electric field. In the metallic conductor, the moving charges are electrons, which is given over here, but the electron still points in the direction of positive charges to flow. So whenever an electric field is applied, it moves in the opposite direction to that of the applied electric field whenever it is a metal. So we are having two currents, conventional current and displacement current, and before seeing that, we will see how the current density is measured with respect to this electric current. So electric current density is electric current per unit cross-sectional area of the conductor. So we can tell it as current density is equal to current by area, which is given as J is equal to I by A, where J is the current density, I is the current, A is the area. The unit of electric current density is ampere per meter square. So J is equal to ampere per meter square. The electric current density is a vector quantity because it is based on the direction of flow of charges. So in vector form it can be noted as I is equal to J dot A, and so I is equal to J A cos pi. So this is the example for current, drift current and current density. See here, conductor is present, and over this conductor we are applying connecting a battery, and because of the battery, electron drift is there. So these electrons are drifted over here. This is the, whenever the electrons are drifted, it gives the drift current. Current is from whenever charges move, it induces current. Whenever it is drifted, there is a force made it to move towards a particular direction, then it is drift current, and the total number of charges present gives the current density. So current is dq by dt. So we are having two types of currents, convention current and conduction current. We know current is the electric charge passing through per unit time. So current is I is equal to dq by dt. Current density J is equal to del I by del S, where I is equal to integral of S J dot ds. Depending on how the current is produced, there are different types of current density. Those are conventional current density, conduction current density. So conduction means energy is transferred by direct contact. Here I have given the example for conduction current, convention current, and how the radiation is occurring. Conduction current means the energy is transferred with direct contact. There is the electrons and holes moving in possible ways. Convention current means energy is transferred by the mass motion of molecules. Whenever an applied field is present, a force will be acting on to make the charges to move, which is the convention current. Radiation means energy is transferred by electromagnetic radiation. So based on this conduction current and convention current, we are having convention current density and conduction current density. So first we will see convention current density. It does not involve conductors and does not obey Ohm's law. It occurs when current flows through an insulating medium such as liquid, gas, or vacuum. So del I is equal to del Q by del T, which is equal to phi s into del S del Y by del T. So in the resultant direction we will be having over a surface area. Over the surface we are having this. So which is equal to phi V del S into Uy, where U is the velocity vector. So over here see, cuboid has been considered. Over the cuboid, distance del Y has been considered to make our elemental area del S. So here the conduction current is present over the y direction and convention current, and so J suffix y has been taken, which is equal to del I by del S, which is equal to phi V, that is the volumetric view, phi V into Uy, which is equal to phi V into U vector. Whatever be the direction has to be considered. Then conduction current density. Conduction current density is the current in the conductor which obeys Ohm's law. Consider a large number of free electrons traveling in a metal with mass m, velocity u, and scattering time t, tau, because it is having a rotational movement, and so tau has been taken. So here the force is given as F is equal to minus Q into E, because the direction is opposite to that of the applied field, which is equal to mu vector by tau. The current density is determined by the number of electrons with a charge, and so the carrier density phi V is equal to number of electrons n into E. The conduction current density can then be calculated as J is equal to phi suffix V into U is equal to phi V, we are having n into E. So n into E square into tau by m into E vector. Because for the force acting on an electron, we have to apply over here Q into E, we have to apply over here. On applying that, we are having n E square tau by m into E vector, which is equal to sigma E. Sigma E is the conductivity of the conductor, which is equal to n E square tau by m. You all have studied already this in your higher secondary physics subject. Then continuity equation. Remembering that all charges is conserved, the time rate of decrease of charge within a given volume must be equal to the net outward flow through the surface of the volume. Then the current out of a closed surface is given as I is equal to surface integral of J dot ds, which is equal to minus dq enclosed by dt, the total charges enclosed within that closed surface. This can again be equated to negative volume integral of dou phi v by dou t into dv. This is based on the conventional current what we have derived in the previous current density equation. So applying the Stokes theorem over this, surface integral of J dot ds is equal to volume integral of del dot J into dV, which is equal to negative volume integral of dou phi v by dou t into dV. So both the, if we cancel out both volume integrals, we will be having del dot J is equal to minus dou phi v by dou t, which is the continuity equation. So continuity equation is an important question. Whenever you are asked to write about continuity equation, you have to start up from the current density, current density, and then only you have to give the continuity equation. Thank you.